Welcome back, everybody, to Epic Outdoor Adventures. It's Brian Peacock here. I'm going to do another fly tying video for you. We're going to do a micro bugger today. Just a really easy, really simple tie. It doesn't involve a lot of materials. I'm going to use a size 14 jig hook. And the jig hooks have this little bent eye on them. This one here is a Umpqua U series. This is a 14 and it's a U555 jig. These are a little cheaper than the fire holes. I'm also using tungsten bead, which this one I'm going to use a black size 3/16 inch 4.6 millimeter tungsten bead. I'm also using the autumn color fire hole slotted tungsten beads. This one's a 5/32 at a 4.0 millimeters, so just lighter than the other ones, but they're both pretty heavy for this hook, and we're trying to get it down to the bottom quick as a point fly, just something to actually bring it down instead of putting your split shot on your line and just keeping it on the fly. So there's a way to do this. These slotted beads, I'm not sure how good you're going to be able to see it here, but there's a slot on one side and there's a circle on the other, and you want to go in the circle side. Sorry if it's not focused. Go in the circle side and spin it until it goes on, and it'll go on and up, and then you turn it and aim the slot facing upwards. Then you can go ahead and seat it in your vise. This here is the Spider by Griffith rotary vise. Not too bad. I like it. I just got it not long ago. I got some black, I believe it's like 60 denier, 70 denier, silk thread, and I'm just gonna go ahead and just run a base coat all the way back to the bend of the hook. Come back forward on tight touching wraps, and we'll bring this bead back up where it needs to go. Sometimes you gotta hold this one. This one's just a little big for this hook, so it wants to flop around. What we're going to do is dam up the string, or the thread, should I say. We're just going to keep damming it up until we can secure that bead for the most part. Careful not to nick your thread, and don't go in front of the bead. If you use a 140 denier thread, this would be a little quicker. There we go. It would be a little quicker to do. It would build up a lot faster. Alright, bead is secured. Okay, we're going to take our scissors and we're going to cut off this little tag end here. Sorry, I had it wrapped around there. Alright, now we want to pick a color. As you can see here, I got black, olive, pink, white, got brown, tan, beige. You can do lime green, chartreuse, and you can mix match colors as well. So you know, it's entirely up to you. This isn't a crucial recipe for this. All it takes is this hook, the bead, and some marabou feather. So we'll just go ahead and do a, let's see, where's the marabou? We'll do a white. We'll do white marabou. This is stringed marabou here. You can see how it's all strung together here with string, holding all the feathers in a section. And basically we just want to find a decent feather. Here's a good one here. Okay. Grab it, rip it out. That's what this looks like here. The marabou feather. So what we're going to do is we're going to take it in our fingers. We're going to pull it back. Get my fingers up here so you can see me. We're going to pull it back and we're going to get it up. And I think I'm going to add a little bit more. There we go. So we're not going to cut this. And we want about a body's length or more, a little more past the hook. So we'll go ahead and pinch that. Oops, let's just bring our thread back up to the bend of the hook here. We're going to pinch it. We're going to do a light wrap, 2 light wraps. Check it, make sure it stays on the top. Pinch it. I like it right there. I'm going to do a couple medium wraps. Keep all this on the top. And then I'm going to do a couple tight wraps. Make sure you watch out for that hook point. Don't nick your thread. Okay, now I'm going to pull this up. I'm going to go underneath. Oops, I can get these guys out of there. There we go. Go underneath, dam up against the back of it, and bring it forward to the front. Now, with this marabou, I'm going to take it with my fingers, and we're just going to twist it and wrap. Straight up to the front. And then we're going to put 1 wrap, 2 wrap, little tug, pull back, go in front, about 3 or 4 times. Ouch. Watch that hook, sharp. We'll palmer everything back, and we'll do a couple wraps in the front here. Now we can hold this up, take our scissors, snip that, don't hit the camera, fold all this back, couple medium wraps right there just to pull everything to the back. Now here you can add some dubbing to fill in this collar. You can add you could also use like a red color thread as a hot spot collar, or you can dub in a different color dubbing. I've got some of this. It's going to be like a copper. I'm going to try this copper ice flash. It's a rust color, it's called. I'm going to pull some thread out and grab my wax. This you don't have to do. I applied wax to my thread. Now I'm going to make a dubbing noodle. Oh, about 2-3 inches. Make it somewhat loose. It's probably 4. It's probably too much. That's alright. Now we'll just go ahead and start wrapping. Come back. Tighten up our dubbing noodle. There we go. Do a couple more wraps just over it like a rib, just to anchor it and secure it. Try to pull some of these fibers back. And finish it. You can whip finish it. I'm just putting a couple half hitches in. Tends to be all I need, really. I try to seat the knot right there in that slot of that bead, and then I'll do about 3 of those. We'll trim it off, and of course, my super glue is nowhere to be found. There's another one. I usually take some super glue from the dollar store, and I just drop a drop right on that bead that goes down in that slot, and it'll go down all around that thread. And turn it so it dries, so it doesn't drip down into my hole, my eye hole. You could probably use some UV glue or head cement as well. I just use some super glue. And there's your fly. So right there. Just the little tiny miniature woolly bugger, heavily weighted, and it doesn't have the hackle like the saddle hackle. It has more of the CDC marabou hackle in it, and it helps it get down a little quicker rather than the that saddle hackle tends to be more of a parachute, and it doesn't allow it to sink as fast. So these sink a little bit quicker, and they're also a little smaller than the regular buggers. So I hope you enjoyed it, the little mini booger, and try them. They work great, man. The woolly bugger is like a go-to fly. I know anywhere that you fish, it doesn't matter if it's freshwater, saltwater, streams, rivers, ponds, lakes, a woolly bugger will catch fish. We'll see you next time on Epic Outdoor Adventures.